So did you not see a lot from like the media and everything then?
No. I didn't direct listen to them. Yeah, I saw it.
It's good. All right. All right. Now I'm ready.
Three, two, 2.5, 1. Welcome back to Nerds in the Gym podcast, the only podcast where the nerds are in the gym and your ear holes. Welcome back. I'm Puma. This is Meerkat. Let's do this.
Well, Meerkat has a message quickly. It was May 21st, 2022. I don't think I've ever said the year before. Maybe I have. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what was your name again? I'm Meerkat. You're
Puma.
So Puma, you've been gone the past few weeks. You missed quite a bit, I feel like.
Let's catch up.
Am I supposed to do a voice?
Oh, no, it's just switching it up.
Oh. And there goes a mic. Only seen on YouTube.
In 2 years, that has never happened.
Yeah, what did just happen there?
I don't know.
Angle or
Maybe. Whatever.
it looks a little wobbly.
All right, what are we going to start off with? Amber Heard, Johnny Depp.
Oh my God, this trial.
So you and me, before I left for the big state of Texas for a week, talked how they were taking a break.
Mm-hmm.
I was devastated. I was thinking, they're taking a break. What are we going to do for our entire week? Psych! 2 days into their break, they're back.
Yes.
They were supposed to take a whole week off, and by Wednesday they were back. What's up with that, Marco?
No, I think they took the whole week off.
Did they?
Yeah, they took the whole week off. I think they were doing replays and stuff.
Oh, well, kudos to the internet then.
Yeah, and then yesterday they did replays all day. It was a day off. But this past Monday they started the cross-examination.
Went crazy.
It was awesome. Camille Vasquez, Johnny Depp's attorney or lawyer, whatever her
My
title
favorite
is,
character by far.
just went after Amber Heard. It was one of the most glorious things I've seen in my life. She would not let her, tell one lie.
Oh, it was awful. The whole, did you give the money? I pledged the money. But did you actually donate the money? I pledged it. That's not my question.
That's not my question. Miss Heard, to this day, did you donate that $7 million?
And she's just like, I unfortunately could not make my pledge happen because I was being sued by Mr. Depp. You had the money for 13 months.
18, actually.
Is that what it was?
Yes. So it was so absurd. But then there were other things she went after her for her having the affair with James Franco.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, on this day, did you have James Franco over at the penthouse? And she's like, I can't recall. Well, let me refresh your memory. And then plays the clip
video
with the big date and the time and stuff in there. Oh, it was so good.
Have you seen the knife? Did you see the knife clip yet?
How she gave Johnny Depp a knife as a gift.
A giant blade.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, so you gave the man that's abusing you and beating you in drunken rages a knife?
It is. Oh, did you see Thursday they had a social media forensics expert on there? And in court they said #AmberTurd out loud. So now it's embedded in the transcripts. And it wasn't just said once, it was said multiple times.
I did see that.
But now the jury knows that the entire internet is sided with Johnny Depp.
Oh, that might not be good. It might get tossed.
It was allowed in court.
It's crazy.
So it was part of the testimony.
Did you see the woman? I think she's 67 years old now, but she dated Johnny Depp in the 80s.
Yes.
And then she's just like, so you had a romantic relationship with Mr. Depp? It was mostly sexual.
Yes. Yes.
I was laughing.
Johnny Depp was laughing.
He was laughing. I was laughing because you could tell she wanted none of this.
Yeah, I know.
She was sitting there in her home and she's just like, fuck this.
The Amber Heard's team has done a terrible job picking people for their cross-examination.
The thing is, it's not even their fault. I've been reading up on it. They're like one of the top firms in the world at this.
I know.
And she is just giving them nothing.
Well, because she's paying all these people essentially to tell lies in court, and none of their stories still line up.
No.
It's her sister looked annoyed to be there.
Her sister looked annoyed. One of Amber Heard's friends actually showed up to the case, and then she was smiling and gave Johnny Depp a hug.
Yes.
It was so funny.
Well, because all these people basically fed off of Johnny Depp for years.
The best one from this last week. Again, I don't know what we're gonna do once this is over. I hope they get sued again. Is the Disney executive that they had on the Zoom call, and they go, "Are you familiar with Mr. Depp's testimony from last week?" And again, this woman had nothing to do with it. She's like, "No." Let me read his transcript. Okay. At the beginning of this trial, Mr. Depp said that he would not come back to the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise for $400 million and all the alpacas in the world. And the woman's just like, again, not having it. She's like, okay. And she's like, would Disney ever entertain that offer? No. It was the most cringy. And again, Johnny Depp is laughing so hard.
Well, she's holding back her laugh in that clip. She brings her hand up to her mouth to stop laughing and like looks up and looks back, and Johnny Depp is losing it, like the whole alpaca thing. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. But
yeah, Amber Heard is just getting destroyed, even in just normal court stuff, not even the clips.
Well, they had somebody come in as a witness that Amber Heard's team was interviewing. They could like, oh, they'll be on our side. Like, this is a good one. I saw Johnny Depp with a swollen lip.
I read that one. I didn't see that clip, but I did read that one.
Like, TikTok is really bad. TikTok is going after her right now, and it's the best thing in the world.
I use pledge and donate as synonyms. I don't.
Synonymously is what she said.
That's the one.
Yeah. Well, Miss Heard, respectfully, I do not.
Vasquez doesn't even have to do any more, if she doesn't want to, she could be an internet personality tomorrow. Well, I'm sure she makes a crazy living as a top attorney over there, but she...
So I saw this entire thing that they say that, her and Johnny Depp, because, they're, laughing, hugging and stuff over there, and people are saying that is intentional to make the, jury and stuff think that, he's not this monster. Yeah, so there's even more mind games that they're playing.
I almost want to think that they're trying to set Amber Heard off by it. That if they can get under her skin. It was last week when I wasn't here, the clip. Johnny Depp's been wearing sunglasses inside and looking down every time Amber Heard's near, because he promised she would never see his eyes again.
Yeah. And then she was saying why can't you look at me and stuff. And that's actually a very typical thing is people that were abused cannot look the abuser in the eyes. Now I think part of it too is because he obviously had to look her in the eyes. He looked her in the eyes when he said this and everything, when they originally did their whole whatever, the restraining order stuff and whatnot. But it's definitely one of those things where it's he just wants nothing to do with her.
Well, it's symbolic is what it was, because that whole moment was just for Vasquez to say on this date and time he said you would never see his eyes again.
It's really weird. Amber Heard always will look at the people for the question, and then she looks off at the jury.
And addresses the jury.
Yeah.
It's very annoying.
Yeah, it really is.
I've never seen it in any court clip before so consistently.
So I heard that's a thing, she's trying to connect with them. So then they're oh, it's more believable, but it's not working. It makes her look less believable if she can't
make eye contact,
answer honestly to an attorney and stuff. But yeah, it's been... Yeah.
Did you see the vapor rub?
The what? Oh, the guy that was vaping during the...
No. So there's a clip online, and originally people didn't know what it was. So you remember that awkward crying where she paused for the camera? There's another one just like it, but she sniffs the tissue. She has vapor rub in there trying to get herself to cry.
Oh, that's what's in it? People were saying that she was doing lines.
That's what some people said, but no, other people came out and said that's an acting trick. You put vapor rub on there and it just makes your eyes water. But her acting coach came out
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Where they're just like, yeah, she always struggled forcing herself to cry. She can't cry and act at the same time.
And you know that makeup kit that she showed in court?
Did you see like her promo she cut? She did like a commercial on the stand for it.
Yes, and but she also did like a YouTube tutorial video too of how it works. But hold on, it gets better. That makeup kit
Didn't exist.
No, it's even better than that. If you look online at this makeup kit, it is specifically called a bruising kit to make bruises. It's literally called whatever the company is, bruising kit.
Mm-hmm. They destroyed her sister on the stand. They're like, so your sister was being abused. She goes, that was correct. But in these texts, you encourage her to stay with her abuser. Well, their relationship was very complicated.
No, it's not. Now, I think Johnny Depp may have like hit her and stuff, but I think it was more self-defense type stuff.
And that's my thing, where she's like, I've never hit him. And then he's like, here's the 15 recordings.
Yeah. So, that's also a different thing, is it's like, he's not hitting her, like, being the one violent. It's like something like, I have to protect myself.
And all her text messages are getting put out so they can see she was cheating with Elon Musk still.
Yep.
It's like, oh my gosh.
And, there was like a 40-minute clip where Johnny Depp's team kept objecting a question that her team was saying.
So she got so flustered that she's like, I'm trying.
Yeah. So that went on. So there were two different times. There was one where it went on for like 19 minutes, and then she's like, we're done. Let's go on like the recess. There was another one where they did it for like 40 straight minutes, and it was literally like Johnny Depp's lawyer, the guy that sits there and eats the candy with him, and he was like, same premise, different setup. And he literally was like repeating that line, but he was doing it in different ways, basically saying like it's the same question, just set up differently. And it went on for like 40 minutes.
They're a heck of a team over there on the Depp side.
Well, I also heard that they're intentionally doing a lot of like objections and going up to the stand a lot when her team's up there, because they're specifically burning their time so then they don't get more like a bunch of witnesses and a bunch of questions out too.
Which is what we're not going to get those A-listers we thought we were going to get.
I know.
And they brought up Franco and they don't have them. I don't think so. Franco's been canceled for 4 or 5 years, so for him to come out of hiding for this.
Did he come out of hiding recently though?
He tried to do. He just did a bunch of interviews saying how sorry he was, but I don't think he's got a project or anything.
And now Elon Musk is in trouble. Did you see that?
Elon Musk owns Twitter. He can't be canceled now.
He doesn't own it yet.
Not yet.
He put the sale. There is something very bizarre going on, and he knows what he's doing. So he comes out, he puts the sale on hold, then he says he is now voting Republican.
Yep, saw that.
And then, right as soon as he does all this, somebody comes out and says, a SpaceX employee comes out and says, they paid me $250,000 to keep my mouth shut that Elon exposed himself in front of me and offered me a horse and a massage or something. And then, I don't think he said anything about, like, he hasn't made a response to it, but he basically came out and said, he's like, yeah, I'm formulating a response, but there's way more to the story than what they're saying. And then it's like, also, like, I feel like for him, too, it's like a weird event because he comes out, says he's voting for Republican, and I know, like, there's, like, a stigma that, like, Republicans are, like, terrible people and stuff, so I feel like...
It depends what part of the country you're in.
Yeah. So, like, that lady could be going after him for that, but also he has so much money where it's like she could just be going after him for the money.
It's weird timing.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the timing.
But yeah, he put Twitter buyout on hold because he's forcing them to look at how many bots are on their website because they claim it's only like 5%. And I think he's leveraging the deal so then if they come back after the audit and say there's more than that, he can drop his buying price.
Oh, I'm sure.
He's just playing mind games. He knows what he's doing, and it's scary that he knows what he's doing, but nobody else knows what he's doing.
He doesn't even seem like he has an inner circle.
No. Well, he kind of does, because he lives at friends' houses. He doesn't have a house.
Well, I meant like an inner circle that would know, like, oh, this is his plan.
Yeah.
But that's why none of his stuff ever gets leaked.
Yeah. Well, it's also like, I don't think like, because he did come out and say that he has Asperger's. Like, obviously, he probably thinks differently, and so
He's operating at a different level than the rest of us.
no, I know.
Yeah, I think that's that for the Johnny Depp trial.
Kenobi next Friday.
You see the last trailer they released? I watched it this morning. I try not to watch the trailers, but TV shows are a little different. Didn't really give us anything new.
I'm fine with that.
A lot of voiceovers.
We got Darth Vader being put together.
Darth Vader being put together. You saw Vader without the helmet yelling he wants Kenobi.
Mm-hmm.
They got all the bounty hunters going after him.
The Inquisitors.
Well, they said in that last trailer, I want every bounty hunter.
It's mainly the
to put the
Inquisitors,
squeeze
though.
on him.
Yeah. Train him like you trained his father.
They added that burn again, and I was like, all right, we get it. I'm sorry, distant relative of Anakin.
So they actually released like that full clip recently.
Did they?
Yeah, that scene. It was only like 30 seconds though.
Mm-hmm. Right, because what's his name? Uncle whatever. Uncle Owen.
Owen, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle Owen that never met Hayden Christensen? Yeah. I'm sorry, I had to kill him on a volcano planet after being best friends for 20 years.
You know what's hilarious is that they don't want him to train, like they tried so long to protect Luke and then they're the ones that get burned alive.
Oh, for sure. And also it's funny because he's like, when he comes of age, he must be trained. Sorry, he's of age now. Anakin was that age and he was too old, remember?
Yeah, exactly.
So he's of age 2 years ago. We already screwed this up.
Yeah. But, yeah. I don't know, maybe, like... I feel like there's definitely a reason why he says when the time comes. Like, what if it has nothing to do with his age, but more where the galaxy's at? Because, like, I think he's trying to avoid training him with the Inquisitors going around.
Do you think he knows that Anakin wasn't the chosen one?
No, Anakin was most definitely the chosen one, because remember that those 3 episodes on Mortis or whatever in the Clone Wars, where Anakin sees his future, but he's also able to control the gods.
Yeah.
So he's definitely the chosen one, but Luke ends up becoming the chosen one because he is the offspring.
Right. He's the one that ultimately brings the balance.
Actually, Anakin still brings the balance in episode 6. He's the one that takes down Palpatine.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that's a fair point.
That's why it's called Return of the Jedi. It's the return of Anakin.
Alright, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also Anakin is weaker when he becomes Vader. Because with every limb that got cut off, he loses his Force abilities.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't know that. Huh. Is that all canon?
Yeah, it is canon, and I think it has to do with midichlorian counts, because midichlorians like run through the blood. So think about it, if you have less body.
Well, I mean, that does make sense. I thought his armor was like multiplied his Force sensibility.
It multiplied him in the dark side because Palpatine put stuff in it to specifically put him in more pain to get his anger and aggression out.
Okay.
So it strengthened his anger and stuff so he could be better in the dark side, but he still wasn't as strong as he could have been had he not lost anything.
So you're telling me Anakin Skywalker episode 3 defeats Vader 9 times out of 10?
It's hard to say, because at that time he's still like very emotional and he still hasn't reached his full potential with the Force. Because he may have reached more potential as Vader in the suit than he did without the armor. Because he was only like 20, I think, in episode 3.
So, if he doesn't become Darth Vader, stays on the light side of the Force, peg him at age 40. Where is he at?
He's the strongest Jedi of all. If he doesn't become Vader, strongest Force user of all time. He would be Grand Master of the Jedi Council too.
Does Luke Skywalker overtake Anakin Skywalker?
No.
At that point?
No.
If he stays with the good side of the Force?
Yes.
Okay.
But you could make the argument that Luke was strong enough to counterbalance Anakin and Palpatine because of how the Force works in general.
Okay.
Like, Anakin was specifically meant to counteract the dark that was coming.
Mm-hmm.
The same with, like, Rey was specifically given that Force ability to counteract Ben. Or Kylo Ren at the time.
Also sloppy writing. Yes. Sorry.
So it's like, because technically the balance in the Force is no darkness at all. From George Lucas's mouth.
Mm-hmm.
There's no dark side. Full balance is when it's completely light.
Okay.
Because dark side is corruption of the Force.
What I find interesting in that Kenobi trailer, also, ladies, please, one at a time.
They're so jealous of our Star Wars knowledge.
What I found interesting in that trailer was the voiceover when he goes, "It's over. We lost."
Yep.
So it's telling me like Kenobi's like thrown in the towel. Like he knows he's not going to try and rebuild the Order. He's not trying to round up other Jedis. He is gone.
So I heard that it was may have been Kathleen Kennedy. She said that the story starts off very dark,
mm-hmm.
and then like there's like it leads into a new hope. So like there's like gain of hope, which I think probably has to do with Luke, obviously.
Which bothers me. I mean, I just wish they would leave it open-ended enough to give us a couple seasons. The idea that they're so against having multiple seasons.
Ewan said he would come back.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm pretty sure Hayden Christensen lives like in seclusion in Canada.
Hayden Christensen came out and said that this isn't the last we'll see Vader.
Correct. So you heard what happened to Rosario Dawson. Maybe not. Rosario Dawson made a post on Twitter that got taken down because Disney made her take it down, where she was super excited to work with Hayden Christensen again in Ahsoka.
Again? She worked with him before?
I don't know if
on like a different movie or something.
I don't know if she's in Kenobi.
Oh, that
or
could be.
If she just said she's excited to, or maybe whatever they shot already with Vader and her.
Yeah.
She wants to work with him again. I don't know what the tweet was. But she said she got her hand slapped by Disney
Yeah.
I mean, if he just wants to have a resurgence in a career and just do Vader for 5-6 years and then he gets to do him another...
Well, he came out and he said, "It's nice that Star Wars fans finally embrace me."
I saw that.
Which is...
You talked about Kathleen Kennedy. That was a really good interview. I read the snippets. She said Kenobi is going to be character-driven, like Logan from X-Men.
Logan and what was the other movie? There was something else they said. Logan and there was one more that they compared it to.
I can't remember, but
there's another one of those like end-of-the-line movies for the hero. I can't remember.
I don't know if you noticed it or not. The Kenobi Ian McGregor's doing, he's shifted the voice.
Yes.
And he's shifting it more towards...
Joker and Logan is what they said it's like.
But no, he's shifting his voice more towards the original Obi-Wan Kenobi. I
can't
remember.
Alec Guinness.
He's doing it slightly, but enough where like you're like, oh, is that the original? And he's like, he's doing it because this is the bridge.
Yeah.
But I'm just honestly, I'm pretty happy with this performance already.
He said he had to get the Obi-Wan voice back. He forgot it.
Oh yeah, I mean, unless you're like a cartoon actor, how could you remember?
But I was just talking to a friend the other day, and it's like, I feel bad about saying it, but I was like, you know, I'm one of those people where it's like the original actor is like the one you have to go to and everything. I was like, but honestly, I'll take Ewan over Alec Guinness any day when it comes to Obi-Wan. I was like, he is a way better Obi-Wan than Alec Guinness.
Well, you didn't get McGinnis more than 35 minutes.
I know, because he didn't want to be in the movies.
Well,
he literally came out and said he hated them.
Oh yeah, he didn't. He was just at the end of his career. He didn't want to do it. But it's so funny because everyone else in the cast like looked up to him.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Because of his earlier work. What a weird time.
Yeah.
But,
and little did they know that Harrison Ford would become this one of the highest like grossing movie stars of all time.
Yeah, and he was a carpenter on set.
That's how they got him.
Mm-hmm.
He was a carpenter, and George Lucas had worked on with him in like Pulp Fiction or something, or American Graffiti.
Okay.
American Graffiti.
Just like Pulp Fiction was 20 years or 10 years later.
Yeah, it was American Graffiti, which came out like 6 years beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
I think that may have been the first like
Lucasfilm
movie. Mm-hmm. And So he was on set working the carpentry, and he tricked him into doing it. He's like, can you just read these lines and do this audition with somebody?
Mm-hmm.
And then he, like, offered him the role and everything.
Which is super cool.
Yeah.
But, no, I keep forgetting. So Kathleen Kennedy, that interview she did, she admitted that Han Solo was a mistake. She goes, recasting these original iconic roles was a mistake.
I don't think that was the problem.
I don't know. I don't care if that's the problem or not, but that means the head honcho, so they're not going to do it anymore.
I know. So she said that it would have been better as a TV show, which I fully agree.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that Alden Ehrenreich or something was.
I like the Solo movie.
I thought I liked the movie too, and Donald Glover as Lando was awesome.
It's a missed opportunity if they don't bring him back.
I know. So
and the girl from Game of Thrones was a
Emilia
really good
Clarke.
villain. They lined that up really well for multiple movies.
And then they showed Darth Maul at the end.
Right. You literally were getting ready to bring Darth Maul back into their universe. Like, game on.
So I actually saw the leaks for the original Obi-Wan script that they completely scrapped.
Oh, really?
Because Darth Maul was supposed to be in it, and I think it was somehow supposed to connect to the Solo movie.
Okay, so that makes sense why they scrapped it.
Well, I think they also had to scrap it because it also didn't really line up with what they show in Star Wars Rebels. Because Obi-Wan ends up killing Maul
Again?
in Star Wars Rebels right before A New Hope.
So they just burned it on a cartoon? That's dumb. Well, my thing is, like, you saw how in depth the other Star Wars cartoon, Clone Wars,
Yeah.
they went back to Maul a lot in the last couple seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Maul was, like, really, like, I learned more about Maul in that than anything.
There's also this weird thing, though, with Star Wars. With how the canon works.
Weird meaning whatever they feel like doing?
So, if what happens in a movie, that is the most canon thing, and it overrules what happens in the TV shows. TV shows overrule the video games overrule the books, and the books overrule the comics overrule the books.
Did you play the last Star Wars video game?
Fallen Order?
Yeah.
I know what happens.
So there's one level where you go to Darth Maul's home planet. You see it in the cartoon.
Dathomir.
Yeah, with the witches. And it's really cool. Like,
Yeah.
it's really interesting, so I can see why they'd want to do a whole lot more with it.
Yeah.
But the next one's supposed to be coming out within the year, I believe.
Early 2023.
It got pushed.
Yeah.
So that's about right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll play it in 3 years after that when it comes half price.
Are you even getting it on your Xbox One?
Honestly,
I think it's next gen only.
like I said, in 3 years when everything goes, there will be a Black Friday sale where I'll exchange that for pieces. And,
Yeah, we'll see what's happening with this chip shortage.
oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that.
Did you see it? So the Intel guy came out and he was like, yeah, it looks like it will be going into 2024. And it's like, at this point, he's specifically saying this because he knows he can make more money off of it, even if there is no shortage.
Well, I guess Ukraine, has a lot of these chips.
Yeah.
And I guess when people weren't taking this war seriously, but now, like, that's raging on, like, they're getting pushed back hard.
Yeah.
Those are a lot of cell phone chips and wireless things like that, which is sad.
It's so
But
weird.
also, like, cars, man, I literally had to drop $1,500 into my car because there's not even a backup option.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh yeah, I'll just buy a new one or get an old beater, or you literally have no choice. You got to keep these cars running forever.
I'm lucking out right now because with gas prices going up so much, truck prices are coming down because more people are getting rid of their trucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they want sedans and everything. And my car price is going up because there's higher demand on them.
I kid you not. Texas, same gas prices as here.
Yep.
That's crazy. We came back and gas had gone up almost like 75 cents.
I think some places are hitting like $6 a gallon.
California's up into $6.
That's insane. But you know that gas stations don't really make money on gas?
Correct. They make it all on lotto.
It's like anywhere from 3 to 7 cents per gallon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like how a movie theater operates. They don't make money off the tickets, they make it off the concession.
Right. That's why if you get one gas station that like bucks the trend and goes below 10 cents
Yeah.
of everyone else, people get upset.
Yeah.
There's one right by my house here that's like 11 cents consistently cheaper.
Down the street that way, past the gym.
The one that's self-serve, or pump it for you.
It's like a sicko or something.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how they make money, to be honest with you, Marco, because they don't have snacks or anything. It's literally just a pump and go.
I think because people pump for you, they expect like a tip and stuff.
Oh, so maybe the owners are the ones out there.
Yeah.
What's funny, because the other one that they pump gas for you, that's over by the...
Is that the chicken place?
No. Farther up the road, you know where the merry-go-round is?
Yes.
Right across from there, they opened a gas station 4 months ago.
I had no idea.
Oh, I just work over there. And it was like, they pump it for you, and that you couldn't get out. And now it's like I drove by, and they're like, here, you can pump your own gas. We're done with this.
Oh, man.
Let's see, we had Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy. When is Obi-Wan coming out?
So, a week from yesterday. The 27th.
Is it
2 episodes drop.
Is it going to be coming out on Fridays?
No, Wednesdays. So, Friday, 2 episodes drop, and then it's Wednesday from that.
I like the Friday drops, man.
I don't know why... One, I don't know why they had the 2-day delay, because it was supposed to come out next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know why they're going to Friday and then moving back to Wednesday. Like, why Wednesday?
So you're doing 2 episodes Friday, and then like less than a week later you're getting the next one? Or do we have to wait a week?
Less than a week later.
How many episodes?
I think there's 8 total.
That's a good amount.
Oh,
man.
maybe 6.
That's not.
Oh, we can find out.
But that's crazy because Moon Knight just ended.
Yeah.
So for Disney just to keep going back to back with these shows is keeping people on the hook.
That's exactly what they're doing. Because that Andor show is supposed to come out in the fall. I'm not, yeah.
It's
6 episodes.
It's not good enough, Marco. I waited too long for this.
Well, hold on.
For the record, I stood up for the prequels long before it was cool to stand up for them.
Hold on, though. If they're all like an hour long, but if they do the thing where it's like one of them's like 20 minutes, and then the other and then there's like 2 that are like 50, and then the rest are like 30.
I just don't. I get it. You want to close the loop, but don't close it all the way. Give me a couple seasons of this. You got the band back together.
I think they know what they have with Obi-Wan, so they're not going to just cut it off entirely.
I don't know, man. After that whole Kathleen Kennedy, we're not going to recast people. I'm just wondering where they're going to go.
Hey, because I wanted Sebastian Stan to play Luke Skywalker.
All day. I love Sebastian Stan. He is amazing. I watched that Pam and Tommy show. It's on Hulu. You were definitely too young for it. So Pam Anderson and Tommy Lee, he's the drummer from Motley Crue. Ask your uncle. Were like a famous celebrity couple in the 90s, and their sex tape got leaked.
Oh my god.
And it was like the first one that got leaked on the internet.
Yeah.
Because it was like dial-up internet. And it was just a major story. Even I was too young for it, but people were still talking about it like 7 years later.
Really?
Yeah, so they did like Seth Rogen, oddly enough, did I think it was an 8-episode miniseries about it.
Mm-hmm.
Sebastian Stan played Tommy Lee. That's where this is all going. Sorry. Killed it. I find him a very, very amusing.
So we get Mandalorian Season 3, late 22 or early 2023. Ahsoka TV show comes out in 2023, possibly after The Mandalorian.
You know what bums me out is like Boba Fett kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. So I just hope they don't put him in Mandalorian Season 3.
Why?
I don't. If you either have 2 different shows or you don't.
One, I think he may be in there like a couple times, but I think Season 3, they're going back to Mandalore.
The 2 of them?
I think Grogu and the Mandalorian, Din Djarin.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that Din Djarin, he has the Darksaber, so technically he rules Mandalore.
Right. Well, my thing is just like you have to decide. You either have 2 shows or you have 1 show.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason Boba Fett worked is because they brought the Mandalorian in. And I stand by that because honestly, man, I know you liked it, but those episodes of The Mandalorian pumped new life into it.
I only really had a problem with the episode with the cars. The car chase. Aside from that, I really liked the Tusken Raider stuff.
Yeah, they did 4 episodes of Tusken Raiders just to, spoiler alert, to snuff them out.
Hey,
for nothing.
It added an emotional aspect to the show.
Did it?
Yeah.
And now we have a half cyborg sniper sidekick that needs a spin-off show with a farm girl. I don't know, man.
She's getting a sideshow?
I'm assuming.
I don't think she is.
She's gonna get a sideshow.
There's only like a couple TV shows that they're working on right now.
You know what's funny is my girl watches it with me. She knows her name, and I just can never remember her name. I like the actress a lot. She was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and in a lot of cool stuff, but why does she have to be a cyborg, Marco?
I don't know.
What does that bring to my
Because
experience?
remember she got shot in the first season of The Mandalorian?
Yeah. She can't just get shot and heal. She has to be a robot from Tatooine? Like, come on.
Hey.
Bro, come on.
I didn't come up with it.
We don't need it. No, but you defend it.
Yeah.
And you're just an easy target.
So we have Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett. Book of Boba Fett is not confirmed to even have a season 2. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh,
We have Andor, Ahsoka, The Acolyte, Lando,
okay.
and Grammar Rodeo, which I don't know. That's John Watts' series that he's making. The guy who wrote the Spider-Man trilogy.
Oh, the one that left Fantastic Four high and dry?
Wait, was he?
Oh, did we not talk about that?
Oh, yes.
I thought you were the one that told me.
No, nope, you're right. He was the guy that just like dipped out of the entire Fantastic Four thing.
Saw Doctor Strange 2. I enjoyed it a lot. It was, have you seen it? Are you going to see it?
Nope, but I know everything that happens.
You do? Okay. So spoiler alert. It was very small
Jim!
scale. I almost lost it at that scene, and I was so excited. I was like, they've been talking about this for 20 years. Finally. It's so weird, Marco, because it was like the multiverse, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
They went to 3 multiverses. It seemed super small scale.
Really?
They would hang out in New York City in the other multiverse, leave, go to the other one. It just seemed super small for what I was expecting. I thought he was going to be chasing villains through the multiverse.
I wonder how much was limited just because of what they were able to do at home because of COVID.
They were still filming. They paused it for a bit and started filming again.
But like a lot of those people are probably working from home where they don't have the same computers and stuff that they would have been.
It could have been limited from that. I was just expecting it to be bigger. Again, I enjoyed it. I'd watch it again. Elizabeth Olsen kills it. She always brings it when she's playing the Scarlet Witch. So.
And doesn't Doctor Strange take on his evil persona throughout the movie?
Yes and
like
no.
at the end of it, he starts using the dark magic, right?
Yeah.
And then that's like the whole like setup for wherever his story goes next.
Right. If he's going to be able to
control
it. There's the delete scene, the after credit scene where someone shows up and they have to go.
And nobody has any idea who it is.
They have someone they think it is, but it's like not like a major character that I know.
Oh, okay.
But they're just like, we have to go save the multiverse, and then he hops back in. And I was like, I don't know. American Chavez was a character who I knew nothing about. I guess
that's the portal person.
Yeah.
Or to go to the other. So there's only one of her in the entire out of all the multiverses.
Correct.
So that's why she's such a valuable asset, and Wanda wants to get her to help her find her supposed children.
Correct. But I guess she's a relatively new character from 2010.
Yes.
Is her first appearance. I was just surprised. I thought she was going to be like a sidekick, maybe has a couple moments, but she is the entire movie. Yeah.
What part was in the movie that made it so she got the movie canceled in like Saudi Arabia?
I mean, kudos on Disney. The only scene they look back at her past. In one of the multiverse, you step on like a circle, and it shows you like top 5 memories or whatever, or least favorite memories. So Doctor Strange steps on it, accidentally looks, and it's him and Rachel breaking up. The girl from the first one. And that's a big theme, is how in every multiverse they can't seem to stay together. And then American Chavez, which I think is just a poor name for a character.
Yeah.
I'm all for Chavez with the last name, but America Chavez?
Especially when, like, she has this multi-dimensional power or whatever. Or multiversal power.
My thing, it's just not a very comic booky name. It's like you chose America, the country, as the first name. But anyway, she steps on it and it shows her home planet. And then he goes, who are they? And she goes, oh, those are my moms. And then as a kid, the whole movie, she can't control the portal jumping through the multiverse. So that's how they end up all over the place.
Oh, so she's not even gay right now in the movie. She just had gay parents. Were. Oh, because I think in the comic book she's gay.
I think so too. My thing, Marco, I kid you not, that scene was less like you show her home. Who are they? My moms. If them cutting 3 seconds.
They could have had the movie released in Saudi Arabia.
Right, which is, I mean, good for Disney to stand up like that. Because Disney does everything for China.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other countries. Like, there's like every time they make a Transformers movie, they add like 45 minutes for China. Or they edit it out. And people do a lot of things for a Chinese release of movies. Because you can't show like someone being arrested that's Chinese in these movies. So like those Transformers movies, you pretty much get a second movie.
Yeah.
Just to release in China. So for Disney to stand up and say, hey, we're not cutting these 3 seconds is actually really cool for representation.
This movie doesn't follow like the typical like Marvel setup, does it?
What I like about it is it doesn't.
Yeah.
Because you get dropped in so quickly.
Yeah.
You know who Doctor Strange is. You know who Wanda is. You find out who America Chavez is in the first 10 minutes. Let's go. And then it's just...
Because I know a lot of people that were like, it wasn't that great. And I looked at them and I was like, is it because it doesn't follow the like typical Marvel?
Yeah. Marvel, especially if you have the biggest problem I had with Ant-Man was, okay, I know parts 1, 2, and 3 already. There's no point in me watching this. It's funny, but it's a Sam Raimi movie. Yeah. Sam Raimi has a specific style.
Yeah.
And once I got about 30 minutes in, I was like, this is straight up a Sam Raimi movie.
Do you think it was held back because it could only be PG-13?
I think if they went R, it would have been a different movie. So they had
I heard it was pretty brutal, though.
They had some zombies.
Yeah.
And that's a Sam Raimi did a bunch of zombie movies back in the 90s.
But I heard that like there were some scenes with like deaths and stuff that were kind of brutal.
For Marvel, yeah.
Yeah.
But for other things, I wouldn't say.
Okay. I heard that the action scenes were incredible, like some of the best in Marvel. Though.
Oh yeah, they were amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to describe it. It was just different, which I don't think different means bad.
Yeah.
What was cool is they got to bring Wong back, because now Wong is the...
He's like the head of the magic thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what it's called. The Sanctum.
So that lady, the bald lady...
is gone.
What happened to her? Did she die?
She did die. But remember she had to come back at one point in the last couple Avengers movies? Because they time jumped.
She was like... Yes.
In the first Doctor Strange, she has to die so he can take over as...
Yeah. Okay, I remember. And then Wong becomes...
I can't think of what they're called when you're at the top of it. But it makes sense that Wong is, because you can't have Doctor Strange hanging out in the temple planning all this stuff. He has to kind of go to the Sanctum. And...
Yeah. Now, wait, what was I going to ask next? Well, I had a question. I had more.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, so you hop through the multiverse, and the theme is the dark magic that Wanda has.
Mm-hmm.
Is Doctor Strange pretty much in every universe tries to control the dark magic and it takes over him.
Yeah.
So what you were talking about, Jim, is one of the multiverses. Doctor Strange gets corrupted. Sorry.
I love how we're just calling him Jim.
Yeah. Gets corrupted. And so when Doctor Strange shows up, they kill him.
Yeah.
They kill the dark Doctor Strange. So he shows up in the world, sees that he's dead in this one, but he started his own like Avengers group called the Illuminati.
Yep.
So it's him, Jim, as Mr. Fantastic, which is awesome. He's got the beard and everything. They have Peggy Carter as Captain America. They have Captain Marvel, but it's her sidekick in the Captain Marvel movies.
Yep.
The actress. Black Bolt. First introduction of Black Bolt in the MCU, who's the one that can't talk without obliterating everything.
Yeah.
And they brought Professor X back
for a bit.
Well, he retired. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Stewart retired the character after Logan.
Yeah, then he comes back. But doesn't he die?
Yeah. But my thing is just like that just tells you in one of these universes that Patrick Stewart's still Professor X. Kind of F you to the new Professor X, but
I saw. Oh, that's what I saw. So somewhere somebody said that they want to do for Deadpool for his the movie that he comes into the MCU. They want a breaking the fourth wall joke where he drags a file of the X-Men stuff. Mm-hmm. And puts it into an MCU folder, and that's how the X-Men are added to the MCU.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
It would be. And it would work so well because you also get that breaking the fourth wall
introduction.
Deadpool style.
But what was really cool is they did the Patrick Stewart, he's in the comic book wheelchair.
Yeah.
Where it's almost like a cart. So anyways, he does that thing where he goes into people's minds.
Yeah.
So he goes into Scarlet Witch's mind to try and get Wanda out.
Yeah.
And that's how he gets stuck. But it's just so cool because it's such a throwback to those original X-Men movies.
Yeah,
where Patrick Stewart's starting to walk and it's all white and he just sees one thing. So, really good movie. I definitely check it out. I don't mean to push you out. I do got to get going. We hit 45 minutes, which I'm super stoked about.
Yeah.
I was worried about hitting a 25er, but...
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Next week we'll have a lot to talk about. We bang out those Obi-Wan episodes.
I'm going to have to get on top of those.
Yeah.
They're coming out on Friday, though?
Next Friday, the first 2 episodes.
It's not going to give me a lot of time. Sorry. Anyways, we've been Nerds in the Gym. We're going to start trying to push out more content to you guys. Brought to you by Charmin Ultra. Wiping your behind. Wipe it on a tree.
You said Charmin Ultra, and I thought you were talking about the Kleenexes. And you were going to bring up something about allergy season.
No, we're puffs. We are puffs in this house. All right, guys. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Marco.
Puma, Timon, out.
Peace.
Woo. Appreciate you coming over early, man.
Oh, no problem.
I gotta get back to the gym. I'm starting to wake up early in the mornings every day, so I gotta get back.